Alright, so, we got some things to talk about. As you guys can see, shit. As you guys can see up above me, you have GCRP, ILRP, and then HLRP. Okay, so starting off with GCRP. They're FiveM servers. They're really good. I'm not gonna lie. All three of them are awesome. Um, and this ain't really the ranking. This is how I started off. I started off with GCRP, went to ILRP, and then HLRP, which is I'm still on all three servers. I'm a cop in two, which is GC and IL. Um, HL is kind of like a grinding base, which is we'll get into that. So GCRP, Gulf Coast Roleplay, based off an Alabama server. Or Alabama State. Alabama. Just Alabama. So we had some good times. I don't have really much good videos. I don't have videos at all of anything. Because I've had to delete them because of the space that it takes up on my computer. Um, Basically what I'm trying to say is GCRP, it's fun. It's a good roleplay server. My best friend made it. There's some pros to it. The Civ like people, they're pretty fucking awesome. Not gonna lie. The cops, on the other hand, they're really strict. You know how sometimes in real life you have those cops who sit there and mess around, and bullshit with you. These cops are like strict as fuck. Um, but that's the con on that side. The other pro is good people to RP with. It's also basically a free server, but serious roleplay. And now we're going on to basically, okay, how well does it perform? I'm not gonna lie, they've added a couple things. Like they added a Bass Pro Shop. When I first joined back into the game, because I stopped playing for a little bit and I went to like other games, something that it wouldn't require me to sit there and say, "Hey, I got to go in my head," cuz I had a lot of issues going on. You know, when I first joined back in, my settings were all the same. I was running like 10 FPS. They didn't know how bad that fucking dropped. And that's something that they don't understand with adding stuff to their server. If people have PCs like me or lower end PCs, they're gonna have to run like the lowest fucking graphics they can, and we may end up losing people, and that's something that nobody understands about that. Cause heck, there's times that I would end up crashing because the owner actually put in a trophy truck, like I don't know what you would call them, but off-road truck basically. And every time he lost his fenders, like his back fenders, my game would freeze up and crash. But now all of a sudden, now all it does is like freezes up my game. Um, but it just it irritates me so much because every time they add something, I have to go redo my settings. And it irritates a couple other people because there's a couple other people who's told me too, like, why I don't see why he added this. This is dropping my FPS. Blah blah. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. He may be my best friend, but I ain't gonna try and control him. Because honestly, there's a lot of people who have lost me in a lot of stuff like that. Because it's just like, dude, I'm not trying to be rude about your server, but like, come on. You're a low pop server and you're adding a bunch of bullshit, paying for all this shit when, hell, there's literally not that many people on, you know? Hell, average a night is like 15, most 20. Um, but you know, that's mainly it for GCRP. And like I said, not a bad server, love it. Cops are strict and they just love adding bullshit that they shouldn't be. Um, Now going on to ILRP, Infinite Life Roleplay. Servers are really fucking awesome, you know. I kind of got into it, and then another guy from GCRP joined, and he said something to me about it, and you know, I was like, okay, well, I guess I will fully give it a try, you know. Because when I first went in there, I was like, I don't know this. This just seems too low for me, you know. It's actually really fucking fun, you know. There's recent videos of it too, of like me being a cop and me also being a civ. You know, when I was on as a civ, oh my god, it was the best experience I ever had. Like, you know, you don't have to grind for anything. You can basically do whatever you want. Hell, there there should be a video in there or a live stream of me literally shooting a fucking cop in his ass, you know. No, like in a game, YouTube, not Jesus Christ, YouTube, calm down. But you know, um like the people are there are awesome. You have oh god, what am I trying to say? The cops, you know, they're awesome. They know how to joke around and actually have a good time, but when it's time to be serious, they're serious, you know. Um and of course you will see that too on there. Um Other than that, I mean, like I said, you don't have to grind nothing, you know. There's money, you can get houses, you can go into the casino and do all that, you know. Um, but that's stuff that you would have to look into if you get into that server. Going back to GCRP real quick, that is something that you don't get in that server. They don't have any scripts like that. They don't have money script. They don't have, you know, stuff that would actually be fun, you know, to do. They just expect us to have RP behind everything that we do. And it's like, dude, what? How are you going to make up RP of robbing a bank when you can't even rob it, you know? But that's off GCRP. That's ILRP, you know. Fun, not, you know, not as strict. It's still low pop, you know, but it's fun. Um, EMS, the cops, some of the civilians, you know, all of them just great. Straight out great, you know. No grinding, nothing. Um, but now we're going on to something of grinding wise. Grinding for money. If you've watched my Twitch streams lately, well, I actually just like today, this morning, or actually this afternoon. Oh, okay, this is going out at 7 o'clock, and it's 5 o'clock now, so probably about noon. I streamed High Life RP. It's a grinding game. You start out with $9,000. You gotta go get a license from the DMV, uh, and then get a car, and you can get a job as a trucker or a, you know, pizza delivery. You know, you can do whatever you want. I will say this now. You have to have hours in order to do things in that game. That's why I said it's going to be a grind, because I'm going to try and look in for EMS or something, which is, if I do, And if I get hired on, I may end up quitting. I really might end up quitting GCRP, like as a cop wise, and maybe ILRP as well. I don't know. That is something that I'm just looking into. I'm not fully gonna get into it. But that server's fun. Hell, I was on with 300 plus people. Their max is 400. We were hitting the max. I ended up having a queue before I started my live stream. That is awesome. I love seeing that type of stuff. Um, and I'm gonna try and get a hold of one of the owners and see what we can do on getting that higher up so more people can join. Um, but basically what I'm trying to say is, it's nice to kind of sit there and actually have fun with people. Hell, like I said in the beginning of my stream, I thought I was getting robbed, but they were just using me to open a case. That that right there is high dollar. I I have not seen anybody try and kidnap me like they did. I wish I actually got that on stream or recording cuz that was funny. Um because literally my reaction is like, "Oh my god, these guys are going to fucking kill me." You know, cuz I was broke, I had $2 and just saying, I'm in the negatives right now. Not good time for me. But sorry for ranting a lot about a lot of stuff, but that server that, I just started technically playing this morning. I have 7 hours on there already. That server is fun. You just got to know how to actually be nice to the people. Like, hell, I accidentally almost ran into somebody and I said sorry. I actually got to, oh, you're good, dude. You're not, you're fine. I didn't get any of what the fuck, dude, blah, blah, blah. You know, actually trying to be a dick. And then you, of course, got some of those people who are, but I mean, the overall, hell, look it up. Those servers are awesome. Hell, I even got, oh shit, I just closed out of it. I just actually put in a thing for streaming, which is they probably won't look at it for a while, but that's something that people need to look into. Is like, okay, look at DOJ, OCRP, and NoPixel. NoPixel is almost the same thing from what I've seen. I don't know if it's truly the same thing or close. But also look at, okay, so GCRP and ILRP. ILRP is basically DOJ based. GCRP is almost OCRP. Think I said that right. These servers kind of go in hand to hand with things. But one thing that pisses me off the most is I love all three of these servers. High Life right now, it's still kind of because I don't know. I've only been playing for 7 hours. GCRP, I love it. Cops are strict though. ILRP, I love it, but I wish we could do something with the money. High Life, it's awesome, but you have those times that it's like, okay, I don't want to grind. But that's also when you just get off and go to a different server, like ILRP or GCRP. But those two servers don't have that many people in there. So then you go sneaking around with others. But I mean, in all reality, hell, it's fun. It's not that bad. It's not. All three servers are great. Don't get me wrong when I say, yeah, there's different things wrong with these servers. it's fun. It's awesome. So give them a try. Don't be scared. Um, like I said at the beginning, this ain't gonna be cut. This ain't gonna be nothing. This is just me talking. If you notice how I'm doing this a lot, or I'm, just closing my eyes, I've been up since 10 o'clock last night, and it is 5:11 right now. So it's almost been 24 hours since I've been up. So, actually, sorry, 9 o'clock. Not. It's not. I didn't. After I get done making this video, I'm going to bed. I woke up at 9 o'clock last night. I turned around and I stayed up all night and most of today. It is now 5:11. I'm tired. I was supposed to go to work today, but I actually let somebody else take my position because I'm nice. Um, but so yeah. Um, I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully, I'll start posting more videos. But that is something that I just want to let you guys know on. Don't sit there and think that you guys aren't welcome. Yeah, everybody's welcome. High Life right now, that server's gonna be hard to get into, cause like I said earlier, like around noon during the day, you're gonna have issues. I had issues. I ended up having to buy a bronze queue, priority queue, so I can get in faster. Um, ILRP and GCRP, they're both nighttime RPs. You can always get in ILRP, and I'm gonna say this now with ILRP. Okay, I'm just gonna start saying the actual names because saying the breathings of them, or you guys get what I mean. It's kind of hard. Infinite Life Roleplay, that's kind of more once you hop in the game, you're that character, you gotta stay as that character. Even if RP's not going, you're still that character. Sometimes, if there's staff breaking the rule on that, or the owner's breaking that rule, you can too, as long as you're around them and they know that you're doing it around them. That's what I've noticed. But you guys didn't hear that from me. Um, because I will say this now, he does sometimes get mad if, we leak some stuff like that, and I kind of feel bad for saying that now. But um GCRP, it's kind of a RP server, like strict roleplay server, serious, but that's when it's scheduled. After it's like after hours, there's after hours. Like if there's only a couple people left, they may switch it to after hours. And then it's basically after hours up until somebody else starts an RP. If not, you can try and start one yourself. Um, High Life, of course, that's just that. There's always people gonna be on. So, but other than that, love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, peace.